Just sup, guys? About to do a video.
Welcome to the Mark Boudelier Show, where we show Johns and sometimes drip. Drip or drown, baby. Drip.
Scoot up 2 inches.
It's kind of crazy how.
And be like, just like, do a mock intro.
Yo, what's good, everyone? Welcome back. Is it too high, you think? Kind of hurt. Ow. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It is I, Mark Boudelier, and today I'm giving you guys a holiday gift guide. It's that time of the year again. We're 2 weeks now from Christmas, at least that's when I'm recording this. If you're seeing this video and you're absolutely clueless and this is your, your saving grace is this video, you might already be a little bit cooked, but nevertheless, I appreciate you listening in, and hopefully this gives you some sort of ideas and it's not too late. Anyways, before I get into it, like, subscribe, comment, do all those things. I appreciate all the love on the Japan videos. This is the first non-Japan video in I don't even know how long. So, categories of the gifts. We have shit that nobody wants to buy but is nice to have. I feel like as you get older, holiday gifts get a little less exciting, but more just like stuff that you just need, I guess, but don't want to buy yourself. High quality essentials, which to be honest is kind of the same thing, but this is like a little bit more clothing related, I guess. Nice home stuff that fits most decor styles. You don't want to try and buy something that kind of like is too stylized where it can't just go in anyone's home. I feel like home decor is kind of personal and you don't want to like get someone something that they're not gonna like or use or whatever. And then you're gonna feel bad when they open it up and they're kind of like, oh, cool. So yeah, there's that. The next one we have is fashion stuff, which is none of it's even clothing related. It's more so like adjacent stuff. Who cares about the categories? Let's just get into the stuff. I wanted to make this gift guide kind of at all price ranges. Some of the stuff you can kind of mix together to make like one larger gift, however you want to do it to get creative. But the first thing I have is deodorant, which is really just kind of random, but like a good stocking stuffer. This is like a nicer deodorant. This is the Salt & Stone. This is what I use. I actually just bought 3 of these myself, 2 for myself and 1 for my girlfriend. They're a little pricey. Like it's kind of a weird middle ground price. The bottle is like kind of small. It's 20 bucks. I know, $20 for deodorant, but I will say, for one, it smells extremely good. You could just not even wear like a fragrance and just wear this. So if you're comparing $20 to a $200 fragrance, that's a great deal, you know what I mean? Nevertheless, the fragrances they have are like really, really good. It's a nice gift to have. It's a nice gift to give someone. Most people can use it. It'll be nice. Keep in mind, they do 2 scents that are in a deodorant gel, which lasts a lot longer than the other. When I say lasts a lot longer, I mean like the tube lasts longer, not lasts longer like all day long or whatever. They all kind of last the same in that regard, I think. Yeah, so there's that. Next up, we also have one of their candles, which there's gonna be a few candles in here. Just know that their candles are also valid. I've had them and yeah, they're solid. Continuing on with fragrance, I know we're starting off this video with not that much clothing, so bear with me if you only want to hear me talk about fabric, but fragrance, we have this one from 1969, which I have like 3 or 4 of their scents now. This one is Purple Haze, which is a little bit more of like a darker, kind of mysterious sort of scent that I wouldn't necessarily recommend to just anybody, but I do think is really good. Again, fragrances, especially gifting them to people, is a little bit personal. It makes a great gift, but it's also like one that you kind of have to know the person a little bit, which this is why I think gift guides are kind of silly in a sense. Like, I don't know who you're gifting your gift to. I don't know that person. I would hope that you do. Another fragrance that I've been really enjoying is Matchbox Romance from Binaural, which kind of smells like Thé Noir from Le Labo, if you're familiar with that scent. Obviously, that's a much more popular scent, but I think I might like the Binaural one a little bit more, to be honest. It also matches perfectly with one of the Salt & Stone deodorants, the Rose and Oud fragrance. Oud. They match really, really well, so I've been kind of spamming that combination myself. Next up, another candle. It is one of the Byredo candles, which I had never owned before until I recently got this Clark's package that had a bunch of random holiday goodies in it. One of them was that candle, and I was kind of stoked about that. It is the Byredo Woods fragrance, which smells kind of Christmas tree adjacent without being like over the top, like Yankee Candle, Bath and Body Works Christmas tree fragrance. It's a really good, like kind of holiday tailored gift, which especially for those people that maybe you don't know nearly as well, or you know, you're just trying to get someone a nice gift, but like you have like no kind of frame of reference in terms of what they'd want. You know, a nice candle that's in like a sort of festive scent, great gift. Great gift, they'll like it, they'll enjoy it, they'll be happy about it. You didn't have to like think about it too much. Just trying to be realistic here, you know? Like not every gift has to have like the utmost meaning with it. Sometimes it's nice to just give someone a nice candle and let them enjoy it and have it be that. More essentials. Socks and undies. I'm really not gonna go that deep into socks and undies, but Uniqlo socks, pretty good. I wear a lot of Bombas socks. I didn't choose that. My mom just randomly decided that I love Bombas socks and was giving me a bunch of them, and you know, you kind of just wear the socks that are given to you. I feel like they're good. I like them enough. Undies, you know, whether you like boxer briefs, boxers, whatever. Calvins are fine. I got some from Skims that, to be honest, I don't really like them that much. So if you're into like compression shorts that are like maybe a little bit less compression-y, but still that same like spandexy thing, then by all means, maybe you'll like them. But I would rather just have cotton myself. But that's just me. Moving on, we're getting into stuff that's more clothing-like now. Not that socks and undies aren't clothing, but we have like some accessories. So for one, we have gloves. I think a nice leather pair of gloves is pretty nice. My pair is just from J. Crew. Like I've had people ask me like yo, glove ID. They're from the J. Crew factory store. So they're literally just cheap ass leather gloves. They were probably like 30 bucks. The regular J. Crew ones that I found that are on their website right now are marked down by 63% to $36.50. It says they're cashmere lined leather gloves, which I'm sure the cashmere is kind of whatever. The leather, you know, it's not gonna be like the most outstanding leather in the world, but it'll get the job done. They're gloves, it's fine. If you do want something that's like nicer, Our Legacy has a pair of gloves. To be honest, they're probably not that much nicer. They just say Our Legacy on them. But yeah, they're 180 euros. So if you want to spend nearly 200 bucks on a pair of gloves, you can also do that if you want. And then you can tell people that you're wearing Our Legacy gloves. If you want really nice gloves, which these are like handmade to order, you might be cooked if you want these for Christmas, but we have the Benjamin Greco USB gloves that are made of like python. They have like these crazy like leather cords going down. They're extremely cool. They're $550. To be honest, I think paying $550 for the handmade python gloves makes more sense than buying the $200 Our Legacy gloves that are made of the same leather essentially as the J. Crew ones. That's just me. Do what you want. I like Our Legacy. This is not to like bash on Our Legacy. I wear plenty of it, but I just think with gloves, you either go big or you just get some leather ones that are cheap and fine and get the job done. Next up, and you'll probably notice that most of these clothing options have been pretty standard. I personally think that buying clothing or asking for clothing as someone who's into fashion or whatever is kind of tough, because as someone who's asking for stuff, like if I'm giving someone a wish list or whatever, I don't want someone to buy a clothing item for me that I'll wind up not wanting later, or like buying me something that I wear it for however long, and then I'm like, oh, I kind of want to get rid of this, but then I'm gonna have this like guilty conscience feeling. So then it's like, do I want to have it just take up space, or do I want to get rid of it and then feel kind of bad? Just ask for basic stuff, you know what I mean? Just get high quality basics that go in any wardrobe, and then whether you're the one gifting it, you don't have to worry about it being their style or not, because it's kind of everyone's style. It goes back to knowing the person that you're gifting it to. If you know the person and you can pick out something that's more exciting and they like it, great. Anyways, so the next one is just a black sweater. It's like a ribbed, nice, probably wool, I believe. I'm sorry. It is a richly textured, homespun cotton rib. Ideal for year-round wear. It's from Buck Mason. You know, it's simple, easy. It's not super expensive. It's like, I don't even have the price in front of me. It was definitely under like 200 bucks, I believe. It's one of those where it's like, it's a nice sweater, but you're also not breaking the bank. If you want to break the bank though, I know like this is a judgment-free zone, you know what I mean? Like some people like really spending a lot of money on people for gifts and some people don't. No judgment either way, completely just depends. And I want this gift guide to kind of like work for sort of everyone. We have this Studio Nicholson knit, very similar in terms of like, I guess like the rib texture. Didn't get the material on this one. It's either cotton again or maybe it's a wool blend or something, I don't know. But it has like this nice.
You get the fucking material?
I didn't, I took screenshots.
You don't know the material!
Forgive me. It's got that nice cropped silhouette. It's a good one. So if you want something a little more interesting, a little more luxe, a little more fashion-y, there's that, but it's $600. So there's that too. A lot of the stuff I put on this list as well are things that I personally own and wear all the time. And that kind of is what makes it easier to recommend it as a gift because I love these things so much that everyone could also appreciate them, you know what I mean? But we have the Whitesville Zip Up, which the only US retailer that I could find right off was Blue and Green Denver. Not even the Soho store, the Denver store. They do have a website, but yeah, it's their thermal lined zip up sweater. I have one that's in black that I got from the Blue and Green Soho store like probably almost 3 years ago. I wear it every single winter. It's like my warmest zip up. It layers well. They don't have the black one anymore. It's not on the website. I'm sure it's probably somewhere like in Japan if you want to like proxy it and do all that, which you might be too late for. But there is a gray, there's like an oatmeal color, and then there's a navy, I think. So really, really, really great zip up. I wear mine almost every single day once it starts to get cold. So 200 bucks, it's a little expensive, but to be honest, I think it may have even retailed more when I bought it. So belts, I think, again, back to accessories, that's like, everyone can appreciate a nice belt, but I feel like not that many people go out of their way to buy themselves a nice belt. So belts.
Belt.
Maximum Henry makes a really great belt. I have, I think, 3 of them now. I really like the slim Western style. You can get it in a plethora of colors. There's a lot of colors. I have a black one with a silver buckle. I like that. I'm pretty sure you can also customize the buckle. You can do silver, brass, whatever. I have a black one with a silver buckle, and I also have like a cherry red with a silver buckle. Really nice, vegetable tan leather. It's good, it's solid, gets the job done. It's 135 bucks. A little bit of splurge, but also it's a nice belt, it's a good gift, cool. There's also one from Tanner Leather Goods. If you want something that's like beefier, like if you want like that kind of stiff belt that is gonna last you forever, but it's gonna be like, you know, kind of like a tough break-in, theirs are also good, pretty cheap. And then lastly, on the belt front, there is one from Tory Leathers, which is actually the one that I'm wearing right now. This camera is moving so you can't see it, but it's like a studded black plain belt, and it's actually the cheapest option that I have here. It's like $76. I wear it probably more than any other belt. The studs are cool. I like a slim belt, silver hardware. They make one that's like brown and brass, which I kind of wish it was also silver, but it's not. So yeah. Thermals, it gets cold. You need some long sleeves, whether it's t-shirts, waffle shirts, whatever. Anyone can use that. Why not? Lady Whiteco makes a great one. 160, kind of steep. I'm sure there's cheaper ones out there. I do have one of them. They're nice, but again, I'm sure there's cheaper options. Yeah, speaking of cheaper options, this isn't a thermal shirt, but Uniqlo Heat Tech. If you live in New York or anywhere that's cold, you already know that it's kind of a staple. Yeah, it's pretty cheap. Everyone can always use it. It's good for the cold weather. Yeah, wallets. I found one from Filson. I personally, when it comes to wallets, just want something that's a nice, simple bifold that I don't have to replace very often. This just seems like a good quality, simple wallet, and for $150 for Filson, I kind of felt like that was reasonable compared to some of the other options that I was seeing. My wallet is from Common Projects of all places, and I've had it for probably coming up on like 4 or 5 years now, and it's still in perfect condition, so also a good option. Scarves. Scarves are cool. I like scarves sometimes. Story MFG makes a really, really nice scarf. Yes, it's expensive, but it's like the full crochet, really, really nice gift. It's gonna look great wrapped up. It's just like a good, stunning scarf that, you know, a lot kind of goes into. Fully naturally dyed. They're making these shits by hand. It's a lot. So yeah, but other scarves, I found this one from Our Legacy. It's pretty cool. It's called their Past Scarf, which is meant to kind of have like this destroyed gingham look to it. It's cool. It's nice, fashion-y, whatever. Or just go find like a black cashmere or wool scarf from pretty much any brand. I'm sure they're all fine. I have one from Beams that I got in an Essence sale however long ago. It's just black cashmere with the little fringe. Yeah, scarves are scarves. I don't like the acne ones, just to let you guys know. All right, let's get into some more home stuff. I have this kettle, this electric kettle from Fellow, which I own. I use it all the time. Not saying that every fashion person also likes coffee, but I feel like it's an adjacent interest. For 165 bucks for something that's like so nice once you have it. Like I feel like I use mine a lot. It's kind of a life changer, you know? It's a game changer, and it's 165 bucks is not crazy for something that you'll use frequently and kind of elevates your whole little coffee kitchen experience, whatever. Speaking of which, next up, another home thing, which this one's funny because I just did a sponsored ad with them, but it is this Sonos speaker, which I've been using mine a ton lately, and it's been like incredible. They gave me one to gift to a friend and one to keep. To be honest, when I gifted it to my friend Collin, who's right over here, when I gifted it to him, he actually used his before I used mine, and I was like, oh yeah, like this is nice, like cool.
It's a really good speaker.
Yeah, we used it like
really,
at his gym, which was nice. Like just whoop.
Yeah.
So
it charges in a dock's 24-hour battery life. It's nice.
It's solid. I recently powered mine up. It kind of really fills the room with like the sound. Yeah, so I'm putting this in here to let you guys know that it is truly a really great product. I've been enjoying it. So, and it is actually on their website, at least it's on sale. I don't know if it's on sale further somewhere else as well, but it's down to $359, which it's nice. It's a game changer. I've never like been someone who's like really used a speaker at home that much, to be honest. I usually just play it out of my phone or like headphones or whatever, but it's nice. Back to the coffee thing, you can get like a coffee grinder. If someone's into coffee, there's a good chance they already have one, but I use the Baratza Encore. It's 150 bucks. It gets the job done. I actually got mine secondhand off of a friend, not just, you know, at a Goodwill or whatever, but it wasn't someone random. It was someone I knew who was using it and taking care of it. Shout out Nolan. I got that from him like probably coming up on like 3 years ago, something like that. It works great. I'm perfectly happy with it. Gets the job done. 150 bucks, not too bad. But also, you can just buy like coffee beans. If someone's more into tea, you can buy them some tea, like from somewhere nice. Hot chocolate, that's fun and festive, right? You know, get some nice hot chocolate. All of those things are like great, either like stocking stuffers or even just like combining it with something else. You know, you get the grinder, you get a thing of coffee beans, there you go. You gotta sort of get creative with it, you know? Or maybe you get a gift card to somewhere nice and then you just kind of like put it on the coffee beans or whatever, and then they have both. You know, get creative, you know what I mean? Yeah, if you want some good coffee beans, say it's like my favorite coffee shop in New York, or Chrome Yellow, my favorite coffee shop in Atlanta. Both of them sell beans, they're both good. And then the last coffee related thing, 'cause I know I'm not a coffee creator. You guys don't come to me to hear me talk about coffee. Frankly, as much as I like coffee, I wouldn't say I'm like the biggest coffee connoisseur, like when it comes to like making it. Like I don't know everything about that, but the Chemex little pour over carafe coffee maker thing, I use that a lot as well. It's like 48 bucks, not terrible. Good little gift. If someone's into coffee, then they would probably appreciate it. Yeah, that concludes my coffee spiel. Let's get back into some clothing sort of stuff. We have sunglasses. I feel like sunglasses, again, it's fashion adjacent. It's just accessories. Everyone can use a good pair of sunglasses. It can be tough because you don't know their face shape, so ideally have some sort of frame of reference, whether that's like other glasses they own or like, you know what I mean? Do what you want. But I have the Brain Dead Tiny frames. I've been talking about these for I don't even know how long. They're 175 bucks and I've worn them for a long time. Moscot has some good ones. They do custom tints. You can get like a nice little blue tint or red or yellow or however you're feeling. They're a little more expensive, but they're also quite nice. And then jewelry. Everyone likes jewelry, whether you're asking for yourself, you're gifting it to your girlfriend, your mom, whoever. Everyone can kind of appreciate jewelry. I pulled this ring from Chitner that is on Commune's website. It's an expensive one, it's a cool one. Jewelry for me, as long as it's like sterling silver, or if someone's more into gold, then like cool. That's like honestly the main thing for me. So even if you go find like a nice one at like an antique shop somewhere else. I also pulled this one from Eschaton, which is also quite an expensive one, but yeah, you know, do what you want to do. As long as it's sterling, I feel like that's like the main thing that I would say to look for if you're looking at silver jewelry. And me talking about antique shops, I do want to also say on record that I think we need to normalize, if it wasn't already, I think we need to normalize gifting secondhand gifts. I think that it's not weird as long as you're not giving someone like some shit-stained underwear or something. Like, I don't think it's a bad thing to gift secondhand. You do have to be like a little bit weary with like vintage sizing, measurements and all that. But you know, find like a really nice vintage wool sweater, or like a vintage scarf, or a vintage handbag, shoes, whatever it is, vintage Patagonia fleece. Like, I feel like all of those would make really great gifts and you know, better for the environment, you know what I mean? And frankly, is almost like a more unique gift anyways. So don't be afraid to get a secondhand gift. There might be some people who don't appreciate that, but you know, if that's the case, then maybe you just don't get them a gift at all. Whatever you want to do. I also pulled a bracelet from Good Art Hollywood. I think it's actually the one that I'm wearing, unless it's a different size, but I think it's the same one. I've worn this thing every day for years now. It's a bit more expensive, but again, if you want to splurge on that special somebody, go ahead. Ground cover tote bag. Super simple, super basic, easy to wear. Everyone needs a good tote bag, unlike the 30 million grocery totes and Second Street totes and whatever other tote bags. The ground cover Suno bag actually looks great and works for most wardrobes. I get a lot of compliments on it when I wear it. You're supporting a small business. You're supporting Avery, who is a great person, just a legend, you know what I mean? So you could throw something nice in the bag as well, gift it. They can open it up and be like, whoa, something else, whatever. Man, this is a long list, huh? We're almost done here. A few more random little homeware things. You could get like a fancy little table light or something. I found one from Gantry. Nice little table light. It's nice, right? You know, you don't want to get something ginormous when it comes to homeware because you don't know how big the person's space is. Like, especially in New York, like if someone gave me like a gigantic like furniture item that I didn't ask for, I'd be like, damn, thanks, but also I don't know where to put this. So yeah, something like that is pretty cool. You could also, in terms of homeware, get like a nice blanket. Easy gift, requires no thought really. It's kind of messed up to not putting in the thought when it comes to a gift, but you know what I mean. You know, like I feel like sometimes you just need like an easy go-to gift that will be appreciated. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm giving you guys today. What about luggage? You know, what about luggage? Maybe that special someone in your life travels a lot and you get them like a nice suitcase. Suitcases can be expensive. I pulled one from Samsonite. Everyone wants to talk about the damn aluminum Rimowas and stuff like that, which don't get me wrong, those are great. My mom got me this Samsonite one probably a couple Christmases ago. And it's been kicking. It's been doing just fine. It's great. The one that I found is marked down to 130 bucks. Not bad. You could probably get it cheaper too. I don't know. Like whatever. Oh man, too much yapping. Okay, shoes. People like to gift shoes. Again, unless you know exactly what the person wants, maybe just like kind of err on the side of just like getting like a nice classic sort of shoe. So whether that's some pair of Boot Michaels, like a nice pair of Salomons, I feel like you can't go wrong with Salomons. I don't know why. Maybe you have someone who goes on hikes, or maybe you go on hikes and like yada yada yada. Just get a basic pair of Salomons. You'll wear them. They'll be nice. Good rain shoes if nothing else. Especially like the Gore-Tex ones. If you want to really ball out, get a pair of Guidis, you know what I mean? Like get somebody some Guidis, I don't know. Like that's, if someone gave me some Guidis, I'd be pretty hyped. I think most people would, but also these boots are $1,300. Or Danners. Danners are cool too. Get the Mountain Lights or like a secondhand pair, whatever. Our Legacy Camion boots, those are pretty simple, basic. Something more affordable. Solovaires, Doc Martens, whatever you want to do. There's plenty of like great classic sort of boots, loafers, whatever, that you can get at all price ranges. All right, that kind of concludes the list. The only other things I was really gonna add was just like, again, when it comes to like the not getting clothing for the clothing person, maybe like getting adjacent stuff, like some nice hangers. You know, I don't know, like get some nice hangers. A steamer. I have a steamer like sitting right here. Steamers that's like a game changer. If you have a person who's into fashion who doesn't own a steamer, that's the perfect gift right there. That's a game changer, that's a life changer. Maybe some organizer shit, like a shoe organizer thing, a jewelry box organizer thing, leather cleaner, I don't know. Maybe they have a bunch of fancy leather shoes that they treat like shit. A fabric shaver, there you go. What about that? You know, maybe you get them a sweater and then you throw in a little fabric shaver so that any of their other like vintagey sweaters that might have like some pilling on them, just give it a little zoop. Yeah, that'd be honestly so thoughtful right there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's enough yapping from me. Appreciate you guys watching. Let me know if you enjoyed this list or if this was a complete flop. What are you putting on your Christmas list this year? That's it. That's the video. Appreciate you watching. Until next time, have a happy holiday. And
to all a good night.
To all a good night. Probably don't buy the Guides, actually. Those are...
That was a great thing. Yeah, Mom, I want these $1,800 boots for Christmas. Hopefully Santa brings them.